Hey guys, this is Curtis Alexander. I'm a pharmacist. In this video, I want to tackle a viewer question about using CBD oil to treat anxiety. We'll look at the studies that are available, and then I'll talk about the feedback I've gotten from people who have actually used it, and then we'll get into some other items. So let's start with the studies. What we know is that there were a few that were done. The first one, it gave 150, 300, or 600 milligrams. But did not reduce the symptoms. But the thing is, this dosing, they just did one dose. They're trying to use it like a benzodiazepine, like Valium that you would give. You can take one dose of Valium and see anxiety go down. So with CBD oil, it wasn't effective as a one-dose regimen. But then they had another study that started at 200 milligrams a day and gave it daily over the course of 12 weeks. And during this time, they increased it from 200 milligrams a day all the way up to 800 milligrams a day. And again, that was over 12 weeks, so longer period of time. They did see anxiety go down by 43%. That's what they reported. Incidentally, they did note an improved depression score. There was less depression noted. But this is kind of interesting. 6 months later, those results didn't hold. So that's something to keep in mind. People will look at these studies and tear them apart because, like in this study, they didn't compare it to a placebo group, to people that were getting a sugar pill. And that's legitimate to bring that gripe up about this study, but we kind of have to work with what we have. So it wasn't the best designed study in the world. The other bad thing about the study is they were using different types of anxiety, not just social anxiety. There was public speaking anxiety in some of these different forms. And then we do have some other smaller studies. Bottom line on these studies is they were conflicting. Some showed help, some showed it didn't. So bottom line for me is the studies are kind of a maybe, okay? As far as the feedback I've gotten from people, I have gotten feedback that it is helpful, but it takes a while for it to be helpful, and you kind of have to jockey the dose upwards. Very similar to what we saw in this study here, okay? So as far as a dosage, if you were to take it, we've seen anywhere from 150 to 800 milligrams. Again, it's going to take time. Be very careful about alcohol and foods. For example, alcohol and even drinking milk can increase the absorption, can increase the effects of the CBD oil, okay? Another important point to keep in mind, CBD is basically a part of a group of compounds called phytoremediators. So what that means is that the plant essentially can suck up toxins from the ground. So some of these products have been tested. They can have heavy metal toxicity concerns. I'm not trying to be an alarmist. It's just something to keep an eye out for. They've tested vaping products, which obviously you don't want to use any vaping products, period. But they've even had dextromethorphan in some of these vaping products. And some of them have THC in them. Now, CBD is the non-psychoactive, component of the cannabis plant. So it doesn't get you high. THC is the stuff that's psychoactive, it gets you high. Some of the CBD products contain THC, all right? So keep it in mind. Bottom line, can it help with anxiety? The studies are mixed. I've had some good reports from people that have used it. It's going to take you probably some time to notice the effects. So it may be worth a shot. Keep in mind some of the warnings I put here at the end. Make sure to talk to your doctor about it too, okay? Let me know in the comments if you've used it. Did it help anxiety? I would love to get your feedback, helpful for me and other people. I hope this was helpful, guys. See you in the next one.